is going on, Turtle Army? DeAndreX7 here, and welcome to the strongest Gen 8 Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Now, from Zamazenta to Hatterene, I will be listing what I believe to be the strongest competitively viable Pokemon introduced in Gen 8 so far. Will the Sword and Shield expansion passes change this list? We'll only have to find out until June, so let's start this list right away. Now, before I start off this top 10 sort of list video, these Pokemon aren't going to be in particular order. These are just random Pokemon who I believe are competitively viable and everything. And by the way, these aren't just Pokemon in Gen 8, like Pokemon who are in the Galar Pokedex. These are just Pokemon who are introduced in Gen 8, including Galarian forms. So be on the lookout for that. And also Gigantamax forms too, but I won't be including Gigantamax forms. I'm only going to be including, legendary Pokemon, Galarian forms, all those Pokemon introduced in Gen 8. So, I'm a leave, and I'm going to get this list started for you guys. Starting off this list, we have Galarian Corsola. Due to its lack of recovery outside of Strength Sap and vulnerability to all entry hazards, Galarian Corsola works well with entry hazard removers like Mandibuzz and Cinderace, the former of which has particularly good defensive synergy with Galarian Corsola, as it can handle Dragapult and Gengar as well as act as a backup check for physical attackers so Galarian Corsola doesn't get overwhelmed. Ferrothorn can form a good hazard stacking core with Galarian Corsola while handling strong special attackers like Wash Rotom, Toxtricity, and Poltegeist, while Galarian Corsola handles fighting types like Hawlucha and Conkeldurr for it. Next up on this list, we have another regional variant, guys, Galarian Darmanitan. Guerrilla Tactics combined with a Choice Scarf gives Galarian Darmanitan both immediate power and speed. Dynamax allows Galarian Darmanitan to bypass the locking effects of Guerrilla Tactics and Choice Scarf, giving it the opportunity to muscle through walls like Ferrothorn and Toxapex, even if it has locked itself into an inappropriate move. A weakness to all forms of entry hazards and recoil from Flare Blitz can limit Darmanitan's longevity, making it fairly prediction reliant, especially after its team's Dynamax has been spent. Coming up next, we have Barraskewda. Outspeeding most Pokemon in the tier under Rain, Barraskewda can easily pressure many teams with its rain-boosted stab, Liquidation, that threatens the one-hit KO on Pokemon like Crowned Zacian and hits many Pokemon from defensive teams at least neutrally. Choice Band is typically used to maximize Barraskewda's damage output, improving the odds that a rain-boosted Liquidation will one-hit KO Zacian and two-hit KO Zamazenta with little prior damage. But the Life Orb can be considered to make Barraskewda more flexible outside of Dynamax at the cost of hampering its longevity and worsening the risk it has against defensive Pokemon that it struggles to outright knock out. Coming up next is actually one of my favorite Pokemon introduced in Gen 8. My favorite flying type, Corviknight. U-Turn can be used to provide Corviknight's teammates safe entry into switch-ins like Gothitelle and Galarian Corsola, or into faster threats like Crowned Zacian. Pressure strengthens Corviknight's role as a defogger, ensuring that Corviknight's defog PP outlasts that of entry hazard setters. Pokemon susceptible to entry hazards like Gyarados and Galarian Darmanitan benefit from Corviknight's defog support. Coming up next, we have Hatterene. Mystical Fire allows Hatterene to get past steel types such as Ferrothorn and Corviknight. When Hatterene is Dynamaxed, Max Flare allows it to one-hit KO Crowned Zacian and Aegislash. Due to its poor speed and mediocre bulk, however, Hatterene can find problems safely setting up Trick Room against strong physical threats. Therefore, targets such as Ferrothorn, Toxapex, and Hydreigon allow the easiest opportunities to set up Trick Room. Next is our first and only starter Pokemon on this list, Cinderace. High Jump Kick is able to threaten Tyranitar while giving Cinderace a powerful move to fire off against potential switch-ins like Wash Rotom and Hydreigon, whereas Taunt pairs very well with Core Change by preventing hazards and screens from being set up multiple times, shuts down Galarian Corsola, and denies Wall's recovery. Core Change is able to create a powerful shift in game state, meaning that Cinderace will often find itself on offensive teams that seek to capitalize on this shift within a few turns, or that can apply the necessary pressure to prevent the opposing team from setting up entry hazards again. After Cinderace, we have Dragapult. Choice Specs boosts Dragapult's special attack to lofty levels, and if needed, Dragapult can Dynamax to switch moves. Timid enables Dragapult to speed tie with opposing Dragapult and outspeed Choice Scarf Dracovish. Modest is also a good choice for the added damage, most notably improving Dragapult's damage output against Toxapex. Next is the big boys, the legendaries, starting with Eternatus. Eternatus is one of the deadliest offensive special attackers in Ubers that makes effective use of its good speed tier and being extremely difficult to switch into. An alternative spread of 200 HP, 252 special attack, and 56 speed can be considered with agility, allowing Eternatus to outspeed up to Choice Scarf Zamazenta. Eternatus is susceptible to ground types, so Pokemon such as Gyarados provide an offensive partner to deal with them. Eternatus is also prone to faster offensive Pokemon such as Crowned Zacian, so partners such as Jolly Sandrush Excadrill and Choice Scarf Ditto can help alleviate this. Next up we have the legendary Pokemon of Pokemon Shield, Zamazenta. Crunch gives Zamazenta a way to get around ghost types such as Aegislash, Poltegeist, and Galarian Corsola. Psychic Fangs is essential to allow Zamazenta to score important 2-hit KOs on Eternatus and Toxapex. Facade allows Zamazenta to still hit neutral targets for a reasonable amount of damage if inflicted by a status condition such as Burn from Scald. A Jolly nature is preferred as it enables Zamazenta to outspeed Pokemon such as Adamant Crowned Zacian and Timid Eternatus. An Adamant nature can be considered for an increase in power, allowing Zamazenta to be better at breaking bulkier teams at the cost of being outsped by the aforementioned Pokemon. Team members that act as cleaners with good offensive capabilities, such as Substitute Crowned Zacian, appreciate the wall-breaking potential of Zamazenta while helping to remove its defensive checks such as Quagsire in return. Setup sweepers such as Dragon Dance Gyarados also appreciate Zamazenta's ability to remove Ferrothorn and Wash Rotom. Agility Eternatus also pairs nicely as it is able to easily deal with Hippowdon and Corviknight, while it appreciates Zamazenta's ability to remove Excadrill. And finally, we have the legendary Pokemon of Pokemon Sword, Zacian. A nuclear-based 170 attack powered up by 50% with Intrepid Sword, the fastest unboosted speed in Ubers, a great defensive typing in Fairy and Steel, Swords Dance, strong physical stab attacks, and nearly unlimited coverage all makes Crowned Zacian the best Pokemon in Sword and Shield, centralizing the offensive and defensive metagame. Moves such as Wild Charge and Crunch can offer even more specialized coverage, and Behemoth Blade offers a slightly stronger stab option that can also rip through Dynamax Pokemon at the cost of its poor Steel attack typing. Revenge killers such as Choice Scarf Ditto and Sandrush Excadrill, along with specific physically defensive Pokemon such as Hippowdon and Unaware Quagsire, can be effective checks. Teammates such as Eternatus and Gothitelle are especially effective due to their ability to punish passive physically defensive Pokemon that check Crowned Zacian. For those of you who made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for watching the whole thing through. And if you guys, if you guys actually enjoyed the video, like you genuinely enjoyed it and you guys want more content like this, smackety smack that like button. Comment down below what other videos do you want me to make, what other types of ranked videos do you guys want me to make, because honestly I like doing more ranked videos, because I'm not really a big fan of top 10 videos, because I feel like when you're doing it like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, that's more of a it's like you're trying to state that it's factual, but this is just my opinion. This was just based in my opinion of who's the strongest Pokemon in Sword and Shield and stuff basically who's like the strongest Pokemon in Sword and Shield and all that stuff, and I just wanted to spread some light. I got most of my sources from Smogon, by the way, so shouts out to them. I know I usually use them when it comes to making competitive teams on Pokemon Showdown, so I decided to use them as a source as to where I got my information about for all the Pokemon and all that stuff. So yeah, shouts out to them. Also, if you guys didn't really agree with this list, comment down below as to why you don't agree with this list, and also make sure you make a list of your personal your personal sort of top 10 strongest Gen 8 Pokemon, but they must be Gen 8, not like a Charizard or something, not Gigantamax forms, not Pokemon who made it into Sword and Shield. I just Pokemon like the starters. Any Pokemon introduced in Gen 8 counts, unless it's Gigantamax forms. Galarian forms count as well, and legendaries count as well. So comment down below who you think is the strongest Gen 8 Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I would really like to know what your personal list would be. And also subscribe to DeAndreHawk7, where I don't just make, ranked videos like these. I also do shiny hunts on my channel, do some Pokemon gameplays. I do some, mobile gaming videos, because, mobile gaming's starting to kind of rise up. So, gotta zoom on to the game. That was cringy. I'll stop. But, if you guys like that type of content, I would have really appreciated if you guys would not comment down below, click the subscriber button, and next to the subscribe button is a bell icon. Make sure you guys click that so you guys will be notified every time I upload. I usually upload a new video every single day, and I go live every weekend. Well, not really every weekend. I go live every Fridays and Saturdays around 3 o'clock. I try to make it around 3 o'clock. Saturdays I might make them a little earlier, but that's a maybe. That's a maybe, because sometimes I don't got time to wake up at at 9 a.m. in the morning or something like that to make a live stream, because I know that's the recommended time to upload, in between 9 and 11 o'clock, which I don't know why so early. Who is up so early in the morning on YouTube? Y'all, stay in bed. Anyways, I'll stop. I'm making this video way longer than it should be. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Links to those will be in the description down below, though I might get rid of the Facebook fan page soon, and yeah, and I might get rid of my Snapchat link because I don't want a bunch of people randomly adding me on Snapchat. So yeah, I might just leave my Instagram and Twitter in, and yeah, I'll just make those my main social media networking things. So yeah, I'll leave those in the description down below so you guys can go, click on the link and, follow me there, and I'll see you guys next time. Only good, Turtle Army.